Robert Drury back again on my quest to get to 2200. I am currently at 2072, and it's been a rough couple days going back and forth. But anyway, if my opponent here plays e4, I will start off with the Owens defense, which is b6. And my bishop comes out. And now, once he plays this bishop to d3, I will play g6. That way I am ready for the f push if he decides to push it, which he does not. All right, so I'll bring the bishop out. We will work on getting into a hippo. Okay. And pawn will come up. Pawn up. Knight's going to come around. Now in this situation with the pawn here, usually they'll bring the knight this way, come in here and bring it over here. So let's bring our knight. And we'll see if he's following the script. And if he is following this script, then he is following will be one of the best plans on how to combat the hippo. Okay, let's see. Now here, I can push here or I can push here. If I push here, then he pushes down, I go here, then he pushes. Tell you what we'll do, we'll push here. I don't like the idea of this pawn push. There we go. Now I'm going to leave this. I'm going to take if he takes it. And I'm going to go ahead and castle. And we'll see what he does. All right, so he locks it up. That's not an issue. And now what I will do is I can play here. Tell you what, first we will do this. We'll keep the keep anything out of here. All right, he comes here. That's interesting. I push, and I could take. I push. He comes here. Take. I think I. All right, let's. If I go here. All right, if I push, let's say he takes, I take. All right, let's see. Push, he takes, I take, takes, and I end up. All right, let's protect this pawn first. And all right, I can take here, then push. All right, this right here is hanging, or this right here. The queen is guarding both the knight and the bishop. So what we will do is we take, and we will take here, and we're gonna win a pawn out of this. He goes there. All right, now here, the problem is the bishop. The bishop is undefended, and he drops the bishop. All right, so basically, right now I'm up a piece, and I've got this. I can come here. I won't take this because that just lets him get some counterplay from. But what I'll do is I will come here, And we will see. We will see. Is he going to, what will he do? Wow. All right. Let's go here because now I'm guarding this. All right. Let's go here. This is guarded. He can push. All right, he resigns. All right, that was a quick game. I literally less than 5 minutes. Game actually went 19 moves. And let's do we'll do a quick game review. Okay, 97.4%. That's one of the higher percentages I've hit playing the Hippo. All right, anyway, let's go back to the game and then we'll go over it. Okay, he plays e4 and I play b6, which anytime they play e4, you play b6. It's technically considered the Owens defense. And as I've said many times, if he would have played d4 and I play b6, that's considered the English defense. Okay, so he comes out, gets 2 pawns in the center, and my bishop is hitting his e-pawn. So usually they will defend with either a bishop to d3 or a knight to c3. Here he plays the bishop to d3, and when he does this, I will play g6, and I'm ready for the f-pawn push. The f-pawn push and 3 pawns across the center here is usually pretty dangerous, so you have to have a line against it. All right, there's my g3. And like I said, if he pushes, I will push f5. But generally, once they have 3 pawns across the center in any of these squares from the C file to the F file, you want to try to break it up. All right, so he does not. He plays his bishop down. So I'm going to hit the pawn. I'll bring another piece towards it. Let's see. But you know, right now I'm just continuing with the my Hippo setup. And there we go. Now here, I could have went ahead and played the knight and then just hit it. I could have played that way, but I'm continuing with the Hippo. And let's see, let's go back. What did the engine actually, it'll have you go ahead and play e5 or knight f6. And the moves aren't in the spirit of the Hippo, because in the Hippo we want our pawns on the 6th rank. Okay, I bring my knight around. He brings his knight, and like I said, usually they'll put a rook here. The knight will come into f1 and reroute to g3. I bring my knight to e7, and now he pushes. He pushes now. I thought about, all right, if I go a6, and then he pushes this direction. And let's say that, all right, let's say I have a pawn on a6, b6, and he's got a pawn on b4, a4. If he was to push, and then I do the Lego move, well, push b5, then he could push the c pawn, and it kind of breaks it up. But the engine says a6 is just right there with a5, but I chose a5 in this situation. And now he played his b pawn, and the engine likes castling. That tends to be the best move, and I ended up castling, and now he pushes, and he locks it up. And now I'm just continuing, you know, I've got my hippo. I'm wanting to keep him out of here, but I'm also wanting to expand with F5. I've also can go E5 and see if he'll lock it. All right, so but he brings the knight in. Now this was I wasn't 100% sure about this move. Here, the engine says I can go ahead with F5 and have a slight advantage. However, I got my king over to H7 and just tucked it out of the way. And I'm basically just waiting to see what he's going to do. And he pushed. All right, he pushed here, and now the queen is guarding the knight at F3 and the bishop at D3. So I'm looking at it going, all right, let's see. He's got 1, 2 defenders on the pawn. I got 1, 2, 3 attackers. So it just doesn't look like it's going to work out in his favor. So I took with the bishop. He takes back. And now D takes. And the engine says E takes. Or D takes, rather. But he took with the knight, and when he took with the knight, now when I capture, he captures back. He's just going to lose a piece. Okay, and that's what happened. All right, so now I've definitely got a winning advantage. He hits here. I'm not going to take the C pawn. It's no reason to go pawn hunting because he could just bring the rook over. And, you know, I can come back down to here, but it gives him a little counterplay. So I drop back. All right, we'll trade. He doesn't want to trade. He's going to come out here. He's going to hit the pawn. But bishop takes just protects it. Now he plays the knight or rook down. And now knight to D5 hits the C pawn. It hits the bishop, and at this point he resigned. But with that, I've picked up a few points. I'm at 2080, and I will see you on the next video.